local media, the media that really was responsible for a lot of this stuff, has died out. There is not a really robust local media anymore in most parts of the country, just because of how the media has changed. And most media websites and newspapers, especially, are really what billionaires have bought to be politically active. There's hardly any of them that actually make a profit. Most of them are just losses that billionaires write off on their taxes.
Wow. And it's scary because it does seem like even, let's say, a conservative person grows up, wants to be a journalist. Like you were saying, maybe they go to a very left wing school. Maybe they go to DC. They go to kind of a swamp place. And even there, like you were saying, the conservatives there can sometimes be out of touch with the rest of the country and what they were wanting. What did you notice with this like growing desire for a candidate that really speaks for the rest of Americans around, the middle of the country?
Well, I think that they wouldn't even get the chance, really. And like everyone thought it was a joke. And I'm from New York City, but I'm from a very blue collar part of New York City. I'm from a very Republican part of New York City. And the people that I live around could be in Pennsylvania, they could be in Ohio, they could be in most parts of the Midwest or the middle of America. And it's the same kind of people. The attitudes are very much the same. So, and I know because I've been to all those places. But I just think that they had a preconceived belief that they were the ones who were the tastemakers. And they are used to being right because a lot of times they are right about what they believe will be the tastemakers. And Trump like in 2015, 2016, Trump so badly, and I remember at the time I was working with Bill Kristol in the same office as him.
Oh,
So
no.
Trump so badly insulted their control. And I always say it's like imagine being a rabbi 2,000 something years ago in ancient Palestine and on my way to temple and seeing Jesus Christ rise from the dead. And you have to confront two ideas, either double down on something you know is not true or convert to something that you just witnessed as true. And that was the Trump election. And many of them chose to double down into something that wasn't true. I mean, one of them, I'm not going to say his name, but he wrote a whole book on the Trump effect, and like immigration was like a page and a half of like a 300-page book. And I go, you really don't get it. Like you don't get it. Like you still don't get it. Um, yeah, and many of them didn't. And I was very frustrated being there. So I left a year. Also, being the only one saying Trump was going to win, and then being right, I thought that they were going to roll the red carpet out for me and say, "You were right, you did it." And they were very. That was not the attitude. It was like, "How do we shut you up even more?" So I left right after that.
Yeah.